Dirt Gang, what's up with it, homie? Hey, 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 hey. It's a new day.
When you shine, when spirit.
New day, new day. It's a new, hey, yes. New day, new day. It's a new, hey. Dirt Gang, what's up with it, homie? Black Attack, what's up with you, bro? Hey, Nella the Great, what's up with it, girl? Where you been, friend? Hey, new day, new day. Oh, that feel good. It's a new, get them shiny. Jelly Bean 4280, what's up with you, bro? New day. It's a new, man. Ooh, that feel good. That boy said, new day, new day. Salute to Jelly Bean, man, pulling double duty. Tiffy 2 on the ones and twos. What's up with you, Tiffy 2? Salute to man, salute to Jelly Bean pulling triple duty, man. He in there with, hey, man, say he all over the place. Salute to King Vonnie 86. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Salute to what is that? That says is that King Car True King? Salute, family. What's up with you? Yeah, salute to Jelly Bean pulling quadruple duty one time for the fun time. Salute to you, family. Thank you so much, man. He running it up all over the place. Salute to Big Dad's Cunkin' Dog, my BCU family in the building. What's going on with y'all, man? Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Let me take a moment and officially welcome for the first time to some. Welcome back to most to the Black Coffee Club, hosted by yours truly, JuniorTheTruth, man. The most intentional morning circle on the planet. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, man, really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Nella said, work been kicking my ass. I got to tap back in and get my rhythm. I miss y'all. Salute to you, sis. We here. And I know. I've been keeping a good eye on you. I've been keeping my good eye on you. So I'm already knowing. Salute to the family though, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all, man. Something I was real like, maybe I shouldn't. I'll save it. I'll save that for the just a thought. I was about to open up the clip. I was about to open up the clip and let that motherfucker breathe. You feel me? But this week, man, is whiskey, man. This week, hey man, say we really focusing on one of my favorite subjects this week, man. And that's pressure. Yeah, that pressure. That's my man, pressure. Man, we focusing on that pressure this week. With regard to this episode, you know what I mean, or this conversation. Pressure killed your confidence because you were hiding the weakness. You feel me? That's what we've done in this life, man. Salute to Coach 67 Sports TV. What's up with you, homie? That's what we've learned how to do. Everybody that's, my age, you don't get to be our age and get to achieve things and build things and put plays together. You don't get to do this without hiding. We have mastered how to hide. You feel me? So my objective today, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight. We're entering into a new week. This is indeed August 10th. You feel me? This is what is that? This the 10th day of the 8th month of the year 2026, and we still bullshitting. You feel me? Yeah. Nella the Great said, yeah. Oh man, Coach 67 said he on bus duty. They in full swing. So the objective, man, is to help the family understand that pressure does not necessarily create emotional weakness. It often exposes patterns that comfort allowed to remain untrained. The goal is to replace shame about pressure responses with ownership, deliberate practice, and stronger personal standards. You feel me? Stronger personal standards. Man, I love this education shit, man. I literally just came and just gave y'all my specific outcome. This is what, like, we doing this. This is content with a purpose. I don't care about being liked. I don't care about y'all, being around here, liking to be here, liking my presentation. I don't care about being popular. I don't care about any of that shit. I care about being effective. And effective in what? Effective in provoking your thought. I am a thought provocateur. I am a self-mastery provocateur extraordinaire. And I want you to come in this motherfucker and think. Yeah. Yeah. So we really truly ready, man. We really truly ready. So top of the day to y'all, grab your coffee, man. And I got a question for you today. What happens to you when the pressure goes up? Nella just said her work been kicking her ass. You feel me? What happens to you when the pressure goes up? Not when everything is good, not when everybody agrees with you, not when the money is right. You feel me? Not when the deadline is 3 weeks away. Not when you rested, comfortable, and prepared. I'm asking you, who shows up when life puts the squeeze on you? Yeah. Yeah. Who shows up when life puts the squeeze on you? Yeah. Yeah. Because the fact of the matter is, and this is just the fact, man. Now I really asked that question, man. I really asked that question. And I was just about to skip past it, but I don't want to skip past it. Who shows up when life puts the squeeze on you? Yeah. Yeah. One time for the visual learners. I got y'all. One time for the visual learners. Y'all can look at the screen. I got y'all. Who shows up when life squeezes you? Because that's a totally different conversation than when everything is well and everything is good. You feel me? Some of us are incredibly confident. We are incredibly confident until when? We are incredibly confident until we're criticized. You feel me? We are incredibly confident until we're criticized. Mm-hmm. Disciplined until we're exhausted. Yeah. We're patient until we feel disrespected. We focused until we're overwhelmed. And then the pressure got me. The pressure got to me. You understand what I'm saying? The pressure just got to me. Yeah. The pressure got to me. But the question is, for me, um, nah, I don't want to ask that question. I had a question in my head. I don't want to ask that question. I'm gonna give y'all my verdict. The hell with it. Pressure didn't create weakness, man. Pressure exposed the weakness you were able to hide when life was comfortable. And we always get caught up in the comfort. You understand what I'm saying? Felix said, he said, So we fragile-minded, Junior, you trying to say, nah, I'm not trying to say we're fragile-minded, bro. What I'm saying is we're extra comfortable and we hide behind that comfort and we're able to hide behind the comfort. Pressure didn't create weakness. Pressure just exposed the weakness you were able to hide when life was uncomfortable. That's different. You feel me? That's different. And I don't want you to hear that as condemnation, Felix. I don't want you to hear that as condemnation. I want you to hear it as information, because if pressure can expose, the gap, right? If it can expose that gap, salute to Tay, I see you, then you can train that gap. If pressure can expose it, then we can train it. Yeah. And that is exactly why we're here. We're here to train that gap that was exposed by the pressure. Let's get it.
One, two, and I've hustled harder than most. I'm a beast on these streets, got a revolver I tote. For these niggas trying to take me off the block where I post. Up daily, sip Baileys out the bottle and smoke.
Yeah, let's get to work. I done showed up late. Y'all at work, y'all moving and grooving. So let's literally get to work. So the one of the major things that I want you to do, right, is I want you to, because pressure is here to expose the gap, right? So I want us to change the way we think about pressure. Let's change the way we think about pressure. We'll start there. Let's change the way we think about pressure. Let me get rid of my lower third here. Okay. And let's change the way that we think about pressure. We usually treat pressure like it's a villain, like it's a super villain. If I wasn't under pressure, you know what I mean? If work wasn't so stressful, if these people weren't getting on my nerves, you feel me? If I just had more time, maybe those things matter. I'm not discounting those things, but pressure can also be diagnostic. You feel me? Because pressure can also be diagnostic. Because pressure can also be diagnostic. Pressure is a spotlight, not just a villain. Easy conditions allow weaknesses to hide. You feel me? Easy conditions allow weakness to hide. You feel me? If you can't get the weight off your chest, what do? You stay off of the bench. You understand what I'm saying? If you feel like you're weak and you can't lift a lot of weights, what do? You stay out of the gym when a lot of people are in there. Salute the 4-ounce sniper in the building. Salute family. Salute to Tay. She's over there on Rumble too, pulling double duty. I appreciate you. Nella the Great said that motherfucking dog came out because they had me fucked up. But that's typically after I collapse. But that's typically after I collapse and realize it. Took me a week to snap back, but damn it, we here and we standing on all 10. Let's get to it. Pressure is a spotlight, not just the supervillain. K_, I see you, homie. What's up with you? Easy conditions allow for us to hide our weaknesses, but pressure turns the lights on. You know what I mean? Maybe you thought you were patient. But pressure showed, and then it showed you that your confidence depended on other people's pressure showed you that you were patient when everybody cooperated with you, when you had everybody's cooperation. Yeah, you was patient when everybody cooperated with you. Maybe you thought you was confident, but pressure showed you that your confidence depended on approval. Let me slow down so I can stop fumbling over my words. You thought you were confident, but that pressure showed up, and the pressure showed you that your confidence depended heavily on approval. Boxing and Barbecue, what's up with you, homie? Maybe, just maybe, you thought you handled criticism well. Then somebody criticized something you actually cared about. See, it's a difference. You thought you handled criticism well and you were open-minded, and then somebody criticized something that you actually cared about. And a different person showed up. And that's the gap. You feel me? And that's what we are actually truly examining today. That's what we're examining today. And that's what we're working on. Yeah. 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 And here's where I think we confuse ourselves. This is where I think we confuse ourselves. Sometimes we call what we call confidence is really comfort. A lot of times, what we call confidence is really, truly just comfort. Everything is familiar. Everybody likes us. Nothing important is being challenged. So we feel confident. You understand what I'm saying? We feel confident. Then the stakes change, right? And suddenly the confidence disappears. Man, family, I'm over here beating myself in the head. But let me say this, and I think this let me help. You feel me? Let's get some bars in this situation. Confidence that only exists when conditions are easy is not confidence. It's comfort. Confidence that only exists when the conditions are easy is comfort. It's not confidence. Real confidence has evidence behind it. I'm not coming off that. You've practiced, you've prepared, you've failed, you've recovered, you've experienced pressure before and discovered I can still lead myself here. That's earned confidence. You understand what I'm saying? And pressure helps you discover what you've actually built. Have you built confidence or have you built comfort? Yeah. And we stay in this space where we are extra comfortable, not confidence. Not confident. I'm sorry. You're comfortable, not confident. There is truly a difference. Yeah, there's truly a difference. Comfort is not confidence. Key bodies, I live comfortably under pressure. Man, when stress increases, man, right? When stress increases, go back to this one. When stress increases, our capacity for patient thinking and deliberate emotional regulation is hard as hell, man. Like it's hard to maintain. And that's why that gap that we're speaking about shows itself. For one person, insecurity becomes anger, right? For somebody else, fear becomes control. Embarrassment becomes defensiveness. Overwhelm becomes avoidance. Uncertainty becomes panic. Shame shame becomes over explaining. You feel me? Pressure hits everybody differently. Pressure hits everybody differently. But listen to me. The trigger may be external, but the response will reveal something that's internal. Yeah. And the fact is and saying I'm stressed may just very well explain why you're struggling. It doesn't automatically excuse what you do next, but it might definitely explain why you're struggling. Self-mastery requires responsibility, even when the conditions are not ideal. You're allowed to be stressed, you're allowed to be overwhelmed, you're allowed to be frustrated, but your standards don't disappear because your emotions got louder. Did you hear me? Your standard does not disappear because your emotions got louder. Nah, that ain't how the game go. You feel me? That's not how the game go. Yeah. Now here's the second major truth. Here's the second major truth. Y'all gonna get mad at me today, but it's cool. I ain't here to be like, you feel me? I'm here to help. I just want to help it. You feel me? Here's the second major truth. Pressure usually doesn't hand you a completely new personality. You feel me? Pressure magnifies your defaults. It magnifies your defaults. What do I mean? Default is the shit that you automatically go to. You understand what I'm saying? So if your default is avoidance, pressure makes avoidance expensive. It makes your avoidance expensive. If your default is procrastination, then pressure converts procrastination into panic. I hope y'all listening to me. If your default is snapping off, then pressure sharpens your tongue, Kia. If your default is snapping out, then pressure sharpens your tongue. Yeah, but it works the other way too, though. If your default is preparation, then pressure makes preparation valuable. If your default is pausing before you react, then pressure gives that habit an opportunity to protect you. You feel me? If your default is telling the truth, pressure makes you harder to fool. I ain't doing number time on myself. If your default is telling the truth, then pressure is going to make you harder to fool. That's why under pressure, you don't rise to your intentions. You return to your training. You feel me? Under pressure, you don't rise to your intentions. You return to your training. What are you training? You feel me? All right. Let me move. King Vonnie said, not trying to sound arrogant, but I've been fighting for my outcomes for years. K underscore said, old mold grows in comfort. Old mold grows in comfort. Yeah. We got some numbers dropping. We didn't fucked around and turned this into a classroom, like a lecture. I ain't here for no lecture. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Ugh, this is too much like school. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. So think about this. Every ordinary day that you have is training, right? Every ordinary day that you have is training, right? You just don't recognize it as training. When nothing important is happening and you procrastinate, you're training. When somebody irritates you and you immediately react, you're in training. When somebody when you're tired and you abandon every commitment that you have, yeah, you're in training. But also when you pause, you're in training. When you finish what you said that you was gonna finish, yeah, you're training. When you prepare before the deadline, especially before the deadline becomes urgent, yeah, you training. You feel me? Your habits are voting on who shows up when life gets heavy, aka pressure. Salute the Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. What's up with you, bro? Yeah. Your habits are voting on who shows up when life gets heavy, aka that pressure. And, for me, like a crisis doesn't magically install a new operating system. It doesn't. It reveals the one that you've already installed. You cannot practice avoidance all week and expect courage to appear on command. It don't happen that way. If your whole life has been, you've downloaded avoidance, then you can't expect courage to just show up when you need it. It's all about training. It's all about you being what you do when you're in training on an average day. Yeah. 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 All right. So what's the correction? What's the correction? Let me give y'all some of this handsomeness. You feel me? What's the correction? We talk all this shit. What's the correction? I got my thoughts. Of course you're gonna have your thoughts. But the correction for me is emotional discipline. And emotional discipline does not mean becoming numb. Like people think that because you don't react and you don't react emotionally that you're numb. It is not numb. Doesn't mean that you pretend that you don't care. You feel me? It doesn't mean suppressing everything. Emotional discipline simply says, I feel this. This is difficult. This is affecting me. And I am still responsible for my next move. You welcome. You feel me? You welcome. Emotional discipline. It's not, you're not numb. You're not feeling numb. You don't become numb. You don't pretend that you don't care. You don't suppress everything. You feel me? Emotional discipline says, I feel this. This is difficult. This is affecting me in a negative way. And I am still responsible for my next move. That is the leadership. Nella said, go deeper. That is the leadership for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That is self-leadership. I'm still responsible for my next move. That's leadership. Emotional discipline is not the absence of pressure. You feel me? It's the refusal to become someone else when pressure arrives. You got to be the same motherfucker from the finals to the scrimmage. Shout out to Weezy F Baby. You got to be the same person. You feel me? You got to be the same person when there's pressure. You got to be the same person when everything's cool. You got to be the same person when you succeeding. You got to be the same person when shit's going haywire and you failing. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Shout out to Rudyard Kipling. Shout out to Rudyard Kipling. You got to meet with triumph and disaster and treat the two imposters just the same. Emotional discipline is not the absence of pressure. It's the refusal to become someone else when pressure arrives. You got to be the same person. King Vonnie said consistency. Say it again. Consistency. You got to be the same person. You're allowed to feel overwhelmed. You're not required to become reckless. You are allowed to feel angry. You are not required to become destructive. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, outwardly, inwardly, you are not required to become destructive just because you get mad. You see motherfuckers who think just because they get mad, they gotta go off. Like, oh, I'm mad, I gotta say something. Oh, I'm mad, I gotta break something. Oh, I'm mad, I gotta fight. Oh, I'm mad, I gotta fuck something up. Nah, no, because emotional discipline is not the absence of pressure. It's the refusal to become someone else when pressure arrives. You feel me? There ain't much that you're gonna be able to do to me to make me compromise my freedom. You feel me? There's not much you're gonna be able to do to me to make me compromise my ability to be here to protect my family. You feel me? There's not much that you're gonna be able to do to me to make me compromise how I provide for my family. There's not much you're gonna be able to do to me to get me to compromise being able to come in here and pour into the people who believe in what it is, in the work that we're doing. Now you got me fucked up. Because emotional discipline is not the absence of pressure. It's the refusal to become someone else when pressure arrives. And like I said, you're allowed to feel angry, but you're not allowed to become destructive. You're allowed to be afraid. Like you're allowed to feel fear. You're allowed. It's natural. You're allowed to feel fear. You're not required to abandon your standard. And that's self-mastery under strain. Everybody want to talk this self-mastery. Everybody ain't talking that self-mastery shit. Everybody, we say stuff like we a boss. We got it under control. And when so when people say, nah, I'm a boss, this is boss shit. And then you got somebody like me that come along and say, yeah, everybody a boss until it's time to take a loss. You feel me? Everybody a boss until it's time to do boss shit. Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly what I'm saying is when you got it all together, right? But at the end of the day, it comes apart when pressure shows up. Nella said, give us that Rudyard Kipling quote again. The quote is, if you can meet with triumph, and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. That's a line from the poem If. Just look up the poem If by Rudyard Kipling if you've never read it. It's a bad motherfucker. If you can keep, I'll probably do a video where I just recite the poem. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hate, and yet never look too good or talk too wise. Woo! Hey man, shit. Hey man, all right, I quit because I'm gonna start hugging myself and crying. You feel me? I learned that poem. My grandmama helped me learn that poem right before she passed away. I learned that poem. My grandmama helped me learn that poem right before she passed away. Man, my life is a fucking movie. See, y'all done got me all off my shit. My life is a fucking movie. My life is a movie, man. My grandmama helped me. My grandmama, like my grandmama, my nanny, my baby. She helped me learn that poem. And she had an appointment when I can tell you the moment I got the poem. I had took her to an appointment. She had just had a surgery, and I had took her to a follow-up appointment at St. Elizabeth Hospital. St. Elizabeth Hospital was still open, Nella. I took her to St. Elizabeth Hospital for the follow-up, and I'm sitting there learning the poem, you know what I mean, and, working on reciting the poem. She holding the poem and helping me learn it. Yeah. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hate, and yet never look too good nor talk too wise. Woo. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, and think and not make thoughts your aim, man, let me get on with this shit, man. Just look at the poem. It's If by Rudyard Kipling. But in the excerpt of the poem, he says, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta go before I start balling up here. You're allowed to be afraid, man. You're allowed to be afraid. Fear is natural. You feel me? You're allowed to be afraid. You are not required to abandon your standard, though. Nah. It's emotional discipline. Emotional discipline. Emotional discipline. Once again, it says, I feel this. This is difficult. This is affecting me in a negative way, and I'm still responsible for my next move. I'm still responsible for my next move. All right, man. So I want to give you something practical. You understand what I'm saying? I got to give you some news you can use. That's just me, because I come up here and we talk. We do a whole bunch of talking. You feel me? I love you too, Nella the Great. Salute to you, sis. Man, I'm proud of you too. on some real shit. I'm proud of you. I'm gonna give you something practical. 5 steps. You feel me? It's 5 steps. Ain't that what they say? From eternity. We were 5 steps from eternity. I gotta go. Y'all got me in here acting a damn idiot. We were 5 steps from eternity. Yeah. Y'all need to screenshot this, email me so I can send it to you. Whatever the fuck you can crop me out. Shit, take your head and put your head on top of my head. I don't give a damn. I got to give you this practical thing. It's 5 steps. Take a screenshot of this. Like I said, number 1 is pause. Don't answer at the speed of a trigger. We talking about pressure. Don't answer at the speed of a trigger. Are you kidding me? Do not answer at the speed of the trigger. You gotta pause. King Vonnie said, in 3 wishes, we were 5 steps. In 3 wishes. Pause, man. Be cool. It's easy for me because I'm from the west side of Dayton, so I'm a player anyway. You feel me? So I just be cool. You know, sometimes people, you ever said something to somebody and they just looked at you before they responded? And I'm that person that, like, I look at you and you get uncomfortable. Like, I'm one of them. Like, because I feel like you're trying to get me off my square. And I'm on my square, so I just look at you in those moments of pressure. Yeah, pause. Don't answer at the speed of the trigger. Number 2 is you got to name exactly what you're feeling. Like, name exactly what you're feeling. Am I angry? Am I embarrassed? Am I threatened? Am I afraid? Am I overwhelmed? Am I disrespected? You feel me? Like, what do I feel? Yeah. I push myself when I feel angry, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I view anger as a secondary emotion. Anger is a secondary emotion. Like, there's something else there. You know what I mean? Anger is an easy one, right? But why do you feel angry? Because usually there's a more powerful hidden emotion. You understand what I'm saying? For me, like I say this all the time, a big trigger for me is people that think that they're outwitting me. You understand what I'm saying? Or for people that think that they're getting over on me, because I'm really big about just intelligence. And I've been in spaces where people treat me, for the totality of my life, people treat me as if I'm not intelligent. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I've had it, like, even being young and, coming up in, middle school and high school as an athlete, people wanted, and I played football too. And, I was one of those that had all those accolades that, people look at and they say, oh, you a big dumb jock. You feel me? Oh, you just an athlete. Like athlete somehow replaces intelligence. Like, you can't be an athlete and intelligent. You understand what I'm saying? But, I really wish you motherfuckers could have met my father. You understand what I'm saying? Because that was the standard. You feel me? And there was no athletics without intelligence. You feel me? There was no hoop or football. There was no balling without books. You feel me? In the booking. So, like, that's just how that shit went. So, no, I'm intelligent as well. And I think I have these deep-seated issues with that. So a lot of times when people play on my intelligence, anger shows up. Anger is the emotion that shows up. But ultimately, there's that little boy inside of me that says, nah, I'm actually smart too. You feel me? Like, I'm actually smart too. I just like to do dumb shit because I'm that smart. You know motherfuckers that be so smart that they actually like to enjoy doing dumb shit. That probably go over a lot of y'all heads. Anyway, I done got off on a tangent. Number 2 is to name exactly what you're feeling. Felix, don't laugh at me, bro. It gets worse. Name exactly what you're feeling. Yeah. Number 3, You got to ground yourself. How do you ground yourself? Breathe. You got to breathe. You ever said something to somebody and they took a deep breath on your ass? Salute to Be About It Farms in the building. He said, good morning. Are we still bullshitting? Yeah, we in here bullshitting. It's the 10th day of August 2026, 8:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we still bullshitting. Nella say, I always say the smartest people do the dumbest shit. And I put the house on that. The smartest people are going to always do the dumbest shit. All right, I'm getting all kind of notifications. I got to go. Slow your breathing. You got to ground yourself. Come back to what actually happened. Sometimes, and I'm talking about in a professional setting, I'm trying to help y'all. I've had to physically get up and go walk around. You understand what I'm saying? Like I've had to physically get up from my desk, go out of my office, close the door, go outside, go walk around, go get some sun, get some vitamin D in you. Go walk away, go walk for a while. Get him. Y'all, I don't know what your situations are. A lot of y'all are work from home. You work from home, baby work from home. Go get a quickie. Go do something to ground yourself. That's grounding. If ever there was some, go get you a little late morning quickie. This is grown folks. We having grown folk conversation. You feel me? When you're dealing with these pressure situations, ground yourself, slow your breathing, and then come back to what actually happened. Not the story of what happened, just the facts. You feel me? All right, number 4 is choose. 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 Ask the most important question. What does my standard require right now? Because that's all that matters. What does my standard require right now? Yeah. What does my standard require? Not what would make me feel better immediately. Because I might feel better by reaching out and slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap. Slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap. That might be what I feel like doing. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Slap, slap. Nah. What does the standard require right now? Not what would make me feel better immediately. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Let me talk something. Some of y'all have been put in situations today already where you would have felt good to reach out and slap the shit out of somebody. That would have felt so good, so natural. Some of y'all have actually practiced the slap. You got somebody that you work in close proximity to, might be a supervisor, might be the coworker. If you playing this at work in earshot of folks, listen to me. It might be you that they want to slap the shit out of. You understand what I'm talking about? You've practiced the slap and everything. I'm open-handed. You feel me? You know, when you slap, you can't just, it can't be, slapping ain't regular. When you slap, you gotta make certain facial expressions. You gotta the halfway bite the side of your lip, like you gotta, you feel me? Or if it's backhand, it's something you gotta do with your mouth. You gotta twist your lips and kind of bite, and you gotta kind of grimace a little bit, like yeah. And then when you slap somebody, you gotta say a word. You feel me? Y'all can type the word in the chat. What's the word that you say if you gonna slap somebody? And that's front hand or backhand. You feel me? Hold on. We ain't going no further. Salute to the Dirt Gang, man. Putting the jewels. He blessing the chat with some jewels. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Put in the chat, man. We gonna I need to make sure that we rocking. If you gonna slap somebody, and I'm not suggesting you do, right? But if if slapping somebody would make you feel better immediately, right? We having a real conversation. And when you got your hand cocked back with the backhand, you feel me? You got to tuck your finger, something like this. You feel me? Or if it's front hand, you got to bow, like a good slap, you got to bow it a little bit. You feel me? You got to bow that mother. You got to open that motherfucker up and bow it a little bit, right? And then if you do all this, some of y'all can't slap because y'all be opening your fingers and shit. You've weakened the slap if you slap a motherfucker with open finger. You can't open hand. Nah, you got to get some intention. You got to close your fingers. Make a shirt. It looks like a wing. That's a slap wing. It looks like a wing. You feel me? Tuck your thumb, because if you catch something with your thumb, you're gonna break your thumb. And then you'll be soft forever if you break your thumb slapping somebody. You feel me? You gotta. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Dirt Gang said, motherfucker, that's a good one. That's probably my number 2. You feel me? Or if it's Mahari said, my hands is perfect for slapping. Yeah. King Vonnie said, BAT, bitch ass nigga. Now that's too much, man. For me, it's bitch, like me, bitch. You didn't practice the slap. King Vonnie said Ric Flair chop. I worked with somebody I wanted the Ric Flair chop, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Man, this thing gone too long. I wanted the Ric Flair chop, but it ain't but one thing you can do after a Ric Flair chop. It ain't but one thing to say. Y'all can put it in the chat. What do you say if you Ric Flair chop somebody? It ain't but one thing that can be said. If you get up and you're gonna lose your job over a Ric Flair chop, on your way to HR or on your way to go get the box from the on your way to go get your box to put your shit in, it ain't but one thing you need to say. Nah, not Chris Benoit, bro. You a youngin'. Not Chris Benoit. We passing out Ric Flair chops, bro. If you get somebody a Ric Flair chop, you got it. Woo! That's all you can do. On the way to go get your box, hey, be about the farms. Woo! You feel me? Jewels. You feel me? Dropping some of them gold things, man, in the chat. Ain't shit to do but do a woo, Dirt Gang. You feel me? On your way to HR, man, go get your box, man. Start packing your shit, bro. Motherfucker sitting there on the ground because you didn't Ric Flair chop the motherfucker to death. Woo! That's all you got to do. Woo, woo, woo! You might hit him with one of them, Ric Flair when the spirit get on him, he give you 3 of them. Woo, woo, woo! That's all you can do. Big Dez came in with the woo! Hey, man. So this is what I'm saying. I know giving a Ric Flair chop would make you feel better immediately, but what does your standard require? Your standard requires that you actually are there to feed your family, that you are there to advance your career beyond this moment, that you are there to literally give the best service to move your business to the next level. That's what the standard requires, not what would make me feel better immediately. Yeah. What does the standard require? Woo! Woo, woo, woo! And number 5, man. Number 5, you got to review. Afterwards, you got to review the moment. What triggered me? What did I do? What worked? Where did I lose command? What needs training before the next test? You understand what I'm saying? And now pressure becomes the teacher. Pressure becomes the teacher. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, man, I got to get out of here. This part matters, though. This part matters. This part matters. This part matters. This part matters. Salute to, hey, hold on. Man, I'm tripping. Salute to the Dirt Gang boss, man, in there, boy. He making it rain. Diamonds and pearls. You feel me? Diamonds and pearls. Hey, salute to Felix Nunez, man, in here. Diamonds and pearls. Yeah. All right. Come on, man. I got to get out of here. He said, I love that song, bro. Hey, man, I got to get out of here, man. Y'all in here playing. We done been in here for a fucking hour, man. Y'all in here playing. Listen to me, man. Y'all stop playing so much. And stop playing so much, man. All right. This part matters. I don't want you to leave here using like the conversation that we've had to beat yourself up. That's not self-mastery either, man. Beating yourself up is not self-mastery. Pressure expose something, right? That's good. Yeah. Now you know where the work is. You feel me? Maybe criticism makes you defensive. Train receiving criticism without immediately defending yourself. Y'all know the people where you talk, you say something, and then they got to bring something else up. Those of us that are in relationships or marriages, right? You say something to your spouse, and the first thing they do is bring up some shit you did or didn't do. You feel me? And you like, motherfucker, like what the? About Ric Flair chop your ass. Woo! No, man. You got to train yourself to receive criticism without immediately defending yourself. Maybe uncertainty makes you panic. You got to train slowing down before you make decisions. Maybe confrontation makes you disappear. You got to train yourself on how to act when you're having difficult conversations. You feel me? Maybe pressure makes you people please. You got to train yourself into saying no. Like really train yourself. Like I'm not joking. Train yourself. Train yourself. Yeah. Maybe embarrassment makes you feel angry. You got to train yourself on sitting with embarrassment without turning it into aggression. Yeah. Don't turn revelations into shame. That's information. Turn revelations into training. And that is the ownership, man. That's ownership. That's ownership. That's the love I'm speaking of. Yeah. That's the love I'm speaking of. All right, man. We gotta get out of here. I gotta go. This is too much. It's supposed to be 25 minutes, and right now we at 52. Y'all done doubled up, Mr. Mitch. You feel me? Y'all done doubled up. Here's your challenge for the week. Identify one behavior that pressure keeps pulling out of you. One behavior that pressure keeps pulling out of you. 4-ounce Sniper said, you know that noise Rolly make when he hitting the bag? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's my shit, bro. You gonna slap somebody and say, hey, that's quality though. Identify one behavior that pressure keeps pulling out of you. Just one. Is it anger, avoidance, panic, people pleasing, defensiveness? Is it control, procrastination? Is it over-explaining? You feel me? Whatever yours is, stop excusing it, stop hiding it, and don't shame yourself for discovering it, right? Train it. And then you got to ask yourself, what is the opposite behavior? What is the opposite of over-explaining? It's no explanation at all. You feel me? I'm a big over-explainer. I got over-explaining bad, obviously. I got it bad. Like I'm a motherfucker that really, truly, and it's bad because I've never talked this much in my life. You feel me? I've never talked this much in my life. And I realize I over-explain and I talk too much. It's something I'm working on. Yeah. So think about that behavior and then what's the opposite of behavior? And then start practicing that behavior before the next pressure moment arrives. Yeah. The time to prepare for pressure is not when you're already drowning in the pressure. You feel me? You build the standard now. You practice the pause now. Build the habits now. Strengthen your response now. And eventually something powerful happens. The next pressure moment is going to arrive and you're going to discover I'm still here. I'm still thinking. I'm still leading myself. Shit, I'm still me. And that's when your confidence comes back. When you can have that pressure, you can say, shit, I'm still me. I'm still here. I'm still a dog. Yeah, that's when the pressure comes. That's when the confidence comes back. Not because somebody told you to believe in yourself, but because you have accumulated evidence that you can trust yourself in pressure moments. Confidence returns when you prove to yourself that pressure cannot make you abandon your standards. Say it one more time because that's a bar and I gotta go. Confidence returns to you. Let me make myself big. Let me make myself big. Confidence returns to you when you prove to yourself that pressure cannot make you abandon your standards. I don't know what else to do. Maybe I don't know what else the noise to make. Confidence returns when you prove to yourself that pressure cannot make you abandon your standards. Yeah. So, no, pressure doesn't necessarily break you. Pressure showed you where to build. It showed you where you need to be building. I'm going to leave you with this. Do not fear pressure. Don't fear pressure. Your ass should be fearing that fear living so comfortably that pressure is the first place you meet the parts of yourself that you refuse to train. Did you understand what I said? Don't fear pressure. Fear living so comfortably that pressure is the first place you meet the parts of yourself that you refuse to train. I could give you a real world example, but it's not going to be appropriate, but it involves weapons. It involves defending yourself. It involves fighting. It involves being dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? Like I have a van and with my logistics business and I move freight all over the country, right? Okay, cool. Well, there are people who actually rob people who do what I do. So at truck stops, gas stations, delivery sites, you feel me? There are people who will come up and literally rob you. They might rob you by gunpoint. They might try to steal while you up on delivering freight. They might try to get in the back of your van and take stuff. They might try to literally strong arm you. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't fear pressure. I feel living so comfortably in this world that pressure is the first place where I have to meet parts of myself that I refuse to train. Meaning, I do not want to have to prove that I'm ready at the time when somebody runs up on me and tries to steal something from me or tries to cause harm to me or harm to my family. So people think like I told you, my family think I'm crazy. Excuse me, with some more diamonds and pearls. My family thinks I'm nuts because we traveling and I say, my son's little bat, put that in the car. Because I refuse for pressure to show up and I'm not ready. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, because the pressure is going to come. The question is, who have you trained to meet it? Did you hear what I said? The pressure is going to come. Who have you trained to meet it? Be About a Farm says, Junior, you mean I can't get my confidence from buying these influencers classes? Nah, bro. Nah. No, sir. No, sir. Confidence returns when you prove to yourself that pressure cannot make you abandon your standards. You understand what I'm saying? I have a tremendous amount of standards. You feel me? I love the sport of boxing. I love talking boxing here and there. You feel me? I'm a part of a community, a boxing community that I love dearly. And I don't see eye to eye with a lot of the points of the brothers within the community. There's no amount of pressure that can make me say certain things or act a certain way or change my point of view. You feel me? I can take information and I can consider information and I can say, all right, I am still me. Confidence returns when you prove to yourself that pressure cannot make you abandon your standards. I have a standard. You feel me? Nothing that I can't be influenced into changing my standards. That is very much a thing that's between me, myself, and the great creator. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, man, let me slide, man. Be About a Farm says violence takes seconds. The response to violence takes minutes. Be your own first responder. Protect yourself at all costs. Hey, man, salute to you all, man. Thank you so much, man. Once again, pressure will come. The question is, who have you trained to meet it, man? Salute to you all. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. Man, we over an hour. I got to go. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man. Give you a daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice. Until it looks like a pair of dice, I'm a Ohio-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you, Dress on natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality, yeah. So get in style with the black, yeah. Grooming company, to give you swagger, style, class, and luxury, yeah. The black gentleman, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury, yeah.
Located at www